So it's best to sit in a chair that doesn't have armrests, but of course, if the chair that you're sitting in does have armrests, that's perfectly fine. So I do suggest, though, coming a little bit forward towards the front of your chair, so you just have a little more space. Your back is off of the back of your chair and you're further away from any obstacles. So let's just start with the hands on the thighs and try to sit up a little taller. Find your sitting bones sitting right into your seat. And then we're going to start with a 3-part inhale followed by 1 long exhale. And as we do that 3-part inhale, we're going to move the arms, loosen up into the shoulders. So just start with the arms down beside you. And as you breathe in, float the arms forward. Keep breathing in as the arms stretch wide. Keep breathing in as you stretch up and look up, and then let out the breath. Nice and slowly as the arms sweep down. So breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. Letting it out. Feel free to sigh it out if you like. If you'd like to have a little sound there. Breathing in, breathing in. Letting it out. Then let's interlace the fingers together here in front of you. So your fingers are interlaced. Now turn the palms to face forward. And as you breathe in, keep the hands interlaced and stretch the arms above your head as much as they'll go. So if they're just going towards the top of the head, that's quite all right. If this is as far as the shoulders let you go, be here. And then with your exhales, release the arms, sweep them down nice and wide again. So inhale, hands together. See if you can interlace the opposite way. Breathing in, pressing up. Exhale, releasing the arms down. So inhaling, fingers interlaced, stretching the palms forward and then up. Exhale, stretching the arms wide and even a little bit back and down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Do 2 more. Interlacing the fingers the opposite way each time as best you can. Last one, breathing in, pressing the palms forward, stretching the arms up, and exhale, the arms sweep back and down. And then again, let's inhale, take the arms overhead, and once again, we're going to interlace the fingers as we just did and turn the palms to face up, pressing the palms up towards the ceiling. But just notice if the shoulders have really shrugged up, if you've brought tension there into the neck, relax it, let it go. Try to do a little less reaching. And with your inhale, feel as though the arms lift from your hips. So you get some length up through the waist, through the spine, up through the arms. And then with your exhale, bend the elbows, pressing them back, keeping the palms facing up. So breathe in, stretch up. Exhale, bend the elbows, back. Inhale, stretching tall. Exhale, bending at the elbows. One more time, breathe in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bending at the elbows. And feel as though you're trying to pull your fingers apart, but they're stuck. But try to do this with as little tension as possible in the neck and in the shoulders. And as you press gently back through the elbows, try to do less with the shoulders, relaxing them down the back a little more. Notice if your head has come forward of your shoulders, see if you can bring it back again, ears above the shoulders. One more breath into the ribs, the armpits, the chest. With your next inhale, stretch the arms up again, and again, exhale, release them wide, sweep them down, and just go for a few shoulder rolls here. Breathing in as you shrug them up, exhale as you roll them down. All right, and then let's take the arms out to the sides and bend your elbows. So you've got your fingers touching the shoulders as close as they can be. And then we're going to circle one elbow at a time, drawing a circle backwards. Okay, so going with one elbow at a time. And you can see that you can find this movement not just in your shoulders, but also in your spine, allowing your upper body to do a little gentle twisting with the movement of the arms. So you're kind of loosening up into the back here, into the spine, a little bit through the waist, as well as the shoulders. So let's go for one more on each side. And then pause and go in the opposite direction, circling the other way, moving nice and slowly with your breath here. One more. And then release and relax the arms. Give them a little shake. Okay. Now take the arms out wide to the sides. Let the palms face up to begin with. And as you breathe in, stay here. Stretch out a little further. With your exhale, take the arms straight forward. Maybe bring the hands together in front. Inhale, arms wide again, palms facing up. Exhale, arms overhead. Maybe the hands can touch. Inhale, wide again, out just to shoulder level. Exhale, reach, stretch the arms forward. Breathing in, wide again. Exhale, stretching up. Breathe in, arms out. Try to keep them straight. Exhale, arms forward, hands together. Breathing in, arms wide again. Exhale, stretch up. Two more. Breathe in, open. Exhale, forward. Inhale, stretch wide, feel the chest widen, and exhale, lift up. Breathing in, open the arms wide again and let them stay here. So you're feeling some width opening from the chest, through the collarbones, out through the fingertips. Keeping the arms straight without locking the elbows or hunching into the shoulders. So see if you can find a little bit of that softness there. And then we're going to circle. So keeping the arms straight, letting the arms find small circles at the shoulders. And you can feel that the arms get heavy quickly. So just continue to breathe through the sensation. Notice if anything else is tensing up unnecessarily. Let's pause and go in the opposite direction, circling the arms the other way. Try to keep the head right above the shoulders. So try not to look down, look straight ahead. Keeping the neck long. One more breath here. Good. And then release it. Whew, and just let the arms rest down by your sides again. Shake them out. And you might notice that the arms feel a little longer. A little heavier, a little longer, a little looser now. Sun salutation, a chair, seated sun salutation. There are many different variations out there, and this is just one of many that I'm teaching to you today. So we'll do a few sequences of it. So let's bring the hands together to start. Palms together, elbows wide, shoulders resting down the back. As you breathe in, let's sweep the arms out and up, looking up. And with your exhale, take the arms out wide and come forward. Try to keep the chest open so you're not rounding the back. And depending on how far down you've come, you can either bring your forearms to the thighs or even just the hands on your thighs if you haven't come far enough. Okay? As you breathe in, you roll your shoulders back and you lift your chest, arching your back a little, looking slightly forward, maybe up a little. As you exhale, come down, belly down towards the thighs. You might be able to slide your hands down towards your feet and let the head hang a little further forward. So you get some stretch here into the back of your neck. Feel one more breath. Now push into your feet. Take the arms wide. Inhale, up, all the way, lift tall. And then exhale, take your right hand down to the chair and lean over to the right. Get a good stretch there into your left side. Breathe in as you come back to center, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down to the chair, leaning over to the left to stretch the other side. Breathe in, come back up. And exhale, bring the hands together down in front of the heart. So let's repeat it again. Breathe in, stretch the arms, look up a little. Exhale, take the arms wide as you come forward, hands or forearms on the thighs. Be here, feel your inhale, lift the chest a little bit, opening forward, looking forward a bit. Now as you exhale, bring the belly down towards the thighs, maybe the hands can come down, the legs a little further, and you relax the head. So don't worry how far you're going down. If you're actually more comfortable staying on your forearms, if this is where the back feels good, stay here. On your next inhale, bring the arms wide, lift all the way up again. Exhale, lean to the left first, left hand down, stretching into the right side. Inhale, bring both arms to lift to center, and exhale, take the right hand down. Lean over to the right side. Good, breathe in, come back up, lifting tall again, and exhale, hands come down in front of the heart. One more set, breathe in, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale as you reach wide, come forward, hands or forearms to the thighs. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, try to lift and widen your chest, looking ahead. And then exhale, come forward as far as it feels comfortable and enjoy the stretch into your back. Breathe into that stretch, feel it. Now use your legs, push into your feet. Inhale, arms wide, lift up again. Exhale, right hand down first, stretching and leaning to the right. Inhale to come back to center, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down to the chair as you lean to the left. And inhale to come up, lift tall in the center. Exhale, hands come down together. One more time, breathe in, lift, stretch up. Exhale as you reach wide, come forward with a wide chest, hands or elbows to the thighs. Breathe in and lift the chest a little more, opening up, strengthening the back. Exhale, fold forward, release the head, relax the arms, feel the breath into your back. Now press into your feet, take the arms out, inhale all the way up again. Exhale, left hand down, lean over to the left. Inhale as you lift again to center, stretching long. Exhale, right hand down, leaning over to the right. Good, breathing in as you come back up to center, and exhale, bring the hands down in front of the heart again. And just take a moment here. You might be able to just soften your gaze or close your eyes, do what feels most comfortable. And tune in to feel how your breath has changed after some movement. Nice. Release the arms, let them rest down beside you or the hands on the thighs. All right, so let's loosen up a little bit more into the hips now. So just start with some gentle movement of the knees out and in. So you can see I'm staying on my feet, but I'm rolling onto the outer edges of my feet as my knees go out, and then back onto the soles of my feet as my knees come in. So finding some movement here through the ankles, through the hips, loosening it up. Okay, and then let's hug the right knee up. And while you've got hold of this right knee, you can hold on either behind the thigh or around the knee or even just the pant leg. Okay, find where you're comfortable. While we've got hold of it, let's circle into the ankle a few times. So we're loosening into the foot a bit. Wiggle the toes. This is when it's helpful not to have shoes on, so you can find a little more movement into the foot itself. Go in the other direction as well, circling the other way. And then relax your foot and just see if you can hold on to your knee just with your right hand. You can let the left hand rest on that same thigh. And now circle, find some circular movement into your hip joint. So one way to find the movement in the hip is to imagine you're drawing a circle with your knee. So instead of moving at the knee, so you're not moving like this is moving at the knee, and this is moving at the hip, right? So find that motion. Could be a small circle, could be a large circle. Take it in the other direction. Moving as you breathe. Staying conscious of both. Good, and then bring the knee up a little higher towards your chest, but just try not to involve the shoulders. See if you can keep the shoulders down, see if you can keep the spine tall, and just hug the knee up as high as it feels comfortable in the hip. Trying to relax any grip in the hip for one more breath. And then release it, let it go. Okay. We'll take it to the other side, so hold on to your left knee, hugging that left knee in, not super high, just comfortably. And then as you're here, let's find the movement into the left ankle. Circling it, wiggling around through the toes. Trying your best to find the movement, for the most part, just in the ankle and the foot. Okay, and then go in the other direction too. And just find your own comfortable range of motion. You might notice a difference on this ankle compared to the other one, especially if you've had lots of injuries on one ankle. That'll probably be a little stiffer if you've broken it a couple of times or sprained it a couple of times. Okay, so relax your foot. Hold on to your left knee just with your hand. Relax the other hand, the right one, on your thigh, and go for some movement again into this hip. And again, each hip is very different from the other often because of our daily habits. We tend to carry more weight in one leg, and we tend to cross one leg more than the other, go in the other direction too. So all of that affects the musculature around the hip joint. So finding your own comfortable range of motion on this side, which could be different from the other side. Okay, and then hold on to the knee once again and find the length in the spine. Feel the shoulders rest as you hug the knee up as high as it feels comfortable without involving the shoulders, without losing the length in your spine. Now soften your belly and breathe a little deeper into your hip. Just letting go of any tension, any gripping that you come across there. Good, and then release that, let it go. And again, just loosen up a little bit into the hips once more, knees out and in. Okay, so another one for the hips here. Hold on to your chair, either the armrests or the seat. And you want to make sure you're towards the front of your chair for this, so you have as much movement, as much possibility for movement. So lift the right foot just slightly off the ground, so it's just kind of hovering off the floor. And you want to keep that right knee bent so the heel is directly under the knee. And so what we're going to do is open the leg out and bring it back. So inhale out, exhale center. So you might have a smaller range of motion, you might have a larger range of motion than I do. And so just find it without moving your upper body. So you're just finding the movement as truly as possible from your hip joint itself. Keeping the upper body still and supported and relaxed as much as possible though. Couple more here. Feeling the breath with your movement. Good. Last one. And then bring it back. Find your breath. So again, relaxing into the shoulders, finding some support, a little bit hugging in and up through the lower belly. So you're finding support around this whole center, around from the navel, across and around to the lower back. Finding a gentle hug in and up through those muscles. Lift the left foot, let it hover just above the floor. While your shoulders, your chest, your belly stays facing forward, open the left knee out and back in. So I call this the swinging gait. So you can think of your leg as a swinging gate. You know, I think of like a farmhouse. And it's opening and closing at the hinge of your hip joint. So opening and closing, all the while that left knee stays bent at 90 degrees. The foot continues to hover just below the knee. And this hip, again, could have a different range of motion than the other. So just do a couple more here, feeling the movement with your breath. However small or large the movement is, it's perfectly fine. Good, and then bring it back to center. And you might want to just take your hands, the heels of your hands, and massage a little bit there into your thighs. Okay, so let's do a little bit of movement, coordinating the upper body with the lower body. So bring your hands together here in front of the heart. And try to keep your heels under the knees about hip distance apart or so. And when you're ready, as you inhale, let's lift the arms up, looking up a bit. And with your exhale, take the hands down as you raise your right knee. That's it. Inhale, both feet to the floor as the arms sweep down, wide and up. Exhale, hands come down as the left knee lifts. So just keep it going like that, breathing in as both feet come to the ground, arms up. Exhale, right knee lifts, hands down together. Breathe in, feet to the floor, arms overhead. Exhale, left knee lifts, hands come down together. Inhale, feet down, arms up. Exhale, right knee lifts. Inhale, both feet to the floor, arms overhead again. Exhale, left knee lifts. So while you're moving here, you want to keep the spine nice and tall and supported. We're going to add on. Exhale, right knee up. Now with your inhales, try to stretch that right leg forward, open the arms wide. Exhale, bend the knee again, hands come together. And then breathe in, both feet to the ground, arms overhead. Exhale, left knee lifts, hands come down. And breathe in, stretch through the left leg, open the arms out. Exhale, bring the hands together, bend the knee. Inhale, feet to the floor, arms overhead. Repeating that, exhale, right knee lifts. Try to keep the spine tall as you inhale, wide. Exhale, hands together, knee bent. Breathe in, feet down, arms up. Exhale, lift the left knee, hands coming down. Breathe in, keep the spine tall as you stretch through the leg, open the arms. Exhale, bend the knee again, hands come together. And breathe in, feet to the floor, arms overhead, one more. Exhale, right knee lifts. Breathe in, stretch through the leg, open the arms out. Exhale, bend the knee again, hands come together. And breathe in, feet to the floor, arms overhead. It doesn't matter how high the knee lifts or how high the leg straightens. Exhale, back, hands together. Breathe in, feet to the floor, lift the arms. And exhale, bring the hands down together. Just pause here once again. Feel free to close the eyes, tune in and notice the change in your breath. Gradually feel it slow down, feel it steady. Nice. Okay. Want to end with some gentle twisting movement in the back. So to work at strengthening the upper back as well, let's take the arms out like this. So we've got the arms, elbows bent at shoulder level, and the palms are facing forward. Push back a little bit with your arms without pushing your chest forward. So you want to keep your lower ribs hugging in a bit towards the spine as you're pressing back with your arms. So just finding a bit of space, a bit of stretch, opening up into the front of your chest. So keep the arms where they are while we twist, okay? So breathe in and lift the spine a little taller up. And as you exhale, hug in through the belly, turn to the right, twisting to look over your right shoulder. Inhale as you come back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left, looking over the left shoulder. So breathing in back to center, the arms stay wide as you turn to the right. Inhale, facing forward. Exhale, hug the belly in, twist to the left. Inhale, turn to face the front. Exhale, twist slowly to the right. And breathe in as you come back to center again. Exhale, turn to the left, looking gently to the left. Inhale, come back. Now release the hands, but we're going to turn again. So right hand to the chair, either to the armrest beside you or behind you on your seat. Left hand to the opposite leg. Okay, so lift the spine tall, lift up. Imagine the crown of your head, the top of your head, lifting to touch the ceiling above you. And while you maintain that length, let's twist. Turn the belly, turn the chest, and let the head gently turn. Now notice the shoulders. If they're hunched up or rounded forward, can you bring them back and down? Feel and keep the lift and the width across the chest. One more breath. Let your next inhale bring you back to center. Take your left hand to your chair, right hand to the opposite leg. Before you turn any more, emphasize the length of the spine, not lifting the shoulders, not lifting the chin even. Try to keep the chin parallel with the floor and feel the top of the head lift as you twist. Belly turns to the left, chest turns, head turns to look comfortably over your left shoulder. And while you're here within the twist, can you stay with your breath? Feel how it moves you, even while you're holding the twist. Good. Let your next inhale bring you back, facing forward. Nice. So let's end with a bit of a stretch for the legs. So straighten both legs. You want to be towards the front of your seat. I'm going to show you the side view for this one. So your legs are straight out in front. You want to be forward on your chair, but not so forward that you're going to tip forward. Okay? So be back a wee bit so you're not going to tip. And the backs of your heels are on the floor, so your toes point up towards the ceiling, and you can hold on to your seat or your armrests and try to just start with bringing your shoulders back and down so you find a little more space open across your chest. And then you want to try to come forward, bending here at your hip joints rather than doing a kind of nosedive down and rounding your back. You want to prevent the back from rounding and come forward, almost like the belly is leading the way forward. I'm going to inch a bit forward on my seat. So push back kind of through your sitting bones, like your bum reaches back almost towards the back of your seat as you stretch out through your heels. So you're keeping some action through the legs. Just be sure you haven't locked into the knees, so you want to keep a slight micro bend through them. And now as you come forward, you're going to feel either some stretch here into the backs of the legs, the back thighs, the hamstrings, the calves perhaps even. And you might also, of course, feel it into your back. So just notice where you feel it. And again, try to be aware of the position of your head and try to keep it in line with the spine. Try not to let it hang down or lift up through the chin. So you want to keep the back of the neck long. Soften your belly. Feel another breath down into the belly here. Good. And then with your next inhale, kind of push into your feet, coming back up nice and slowly. All right. Sitting back once again into your seat on your chair. Just rest here, the backs of your hands on your thighs. And maybe roll the shoulders a couple of times just to loosen them, relax them down the back. And with the backs of the hands on the thighs, the fingers can just curl naturally, opening the palms. Now take a moment, just close your eyes. Settle in to feel your body, noticing any changes here. Feel the length of the spine in the center. Feel the space around the chest, around the heart and the lungs. And feel the softness of your belly. So you can notice the movement of your breath into your belly and your chest. And just feel how your body moves as you inhale. And feel how your body moves as you exhale. Feeling the sensation of the breath coming and going through your nose. And as you remain present with your breath here, continue to feel your body sitting comfortably, supported, without strain, letting the breath flow more naturally, more easily, without any force. And follow a couple more cycles of breath. And then slowly begin to deepen your breath. And when you're ready, let the eyes open. Bring the hands together again in front of the heart, giving thanks for taking the time to do a little mindful movement. Namaste.